On my last video I made about Barcola, talking about the links with Arsenal, I saw this comment where someone said, another mad worker with zero end products. Arteta has zero idea about signing attackers. Arsenal's priority should be Morgan Rogers. And I don't understand where this ideology came from that Barcola cannot finish. If a player cannot finish, then he will not have a lot of goals, right? Because I feel like that's what it should be. But okay, instead of it to come out here and say, let me talk about Bakola, let us make a simple comparison. Because right now, if I tell an Arsenal fan right now that, okay, Arsenal won't sign this Doue, instantly their mind is blown. They're like, oh, wow, Doue is so good. He's going to elevate our attack. He's going to score this amount of goals. This Doue. Because if you look at what they have in the last 2 seasons, you look at this Doue and you see that this last season he scored 14 goals and had 8 assists against Bakula's 13 goals and 8 assists. So based on how we are shouting, that means the Doue is not so good because he scored just 1 goal more than Bakula, right? Or no, let us go to the previous season and see how many goals Désiré scored last season, because last season he was really on fire and he scored 15 goals and 14 assists. Okay, that's actually brilliant when you think about it. In total, 29 goal contributions, very, very good. Then you now look at what Barcola had last season with 21 goals and then 18 assists. That is 38 goals and assists. And if you are telling me that this player cannot score and he cannot create or whatever, he is useless, that means we should be saying that Désiré is useless also. Or you want to tell me, okay, because he played more matches. Okay, yeah, he played more matches, 7 more matches than him in the last season. Does that mean that because of that 7 more matches, he cannot score? Like when people make these statements, I don't really understand. Yes, you can say that you don't like a player, but that doesn't mean that you have to lie against that player. I'll say this about Bakula again and again and again. Yes, Bakula misses chances, but he finds himself in positions where he can score. He does that. And he scores from many of those chances, but he also misses. Go and look at your favorite strikers or your favorite attackers that are bagging goals. Go and look at Salah. Go and look at Haaland. The season that he broke that record in Premier League, you see that he missed the most amount of chances. Strikers or attackers, they miss chances. It's a normal thing. You watch the last game for France, Mbappe missed a lot of chances. If he had scored one in that game, they would have talked about Mbappe scored and he has equaled Giroud and this and that. But he missed a lot of chances. You have to accept the fact that, okay, it's a normal thing for a player to miss chances. But do they find themselves in that position? If they do, that means they have more chances to score because they keep on finding themselves in that position, and that is what you should be worried about. If you are going to go and sign a striker and the striker is not getting into the positions, you should be worried about that. That's what we complained about Gyökeres initially in the beginning of the season, because he wasn't getting into the position, not because he was missing. When you get into those positions, then you now start scoring the goals, or you get in those positions, you miss the chances, but you keep on getting there, and then finally a chance drops in your lap and you finally score it. That's what we want to see. So please, let us not come outside and start lying about Bakula. You might not like him, no problem, but don't come out and say that he doesn't score goals or he doesn't give assists. That is far from it, because if you compare Bakula's end product with many of the left wing forwards that are out there, you might see that he's actually one of the best. So please don't lie about him.